we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, I can help you out, I can help you out.
Welcome back, one and all, to the 7th and penultimate round of the RLH Asia Cup and its intermediate conditions for qualifying here in Singapore. We go fastest on our first run on the intermediates. However, we are on to slicks for the end, doing a final run on the mediums with a dry race ahead of us and 2 invisible barriers out on track. Gave me my first set of flashbacks to my last race in Singapore where this happened. Oh! Are you okay? No! Crashing into the invisible barrier and out of the race. So we're about to start our final lap in qualifying on the medium tyres, and see of our delta massively up as we work our way through the first sector. The times are tumbling as the guys set their laps. We avoid the first barrier, doing a very sort of quite an aggressive cutback off the exit of turn 8 now. I'm running now, taking a lot of curb there on turn 10 as we work our way through this tricky part in the middle sector. Losing a little bit of time here, not straight line of curb, not having the confidence just yet on the slicks, having the session being all dry. And it goes all pole, 137.1, which is good in these conditions. And again, we avoid the barrier, almost cutting the corner to some degree now, but running into the final sector as we go towards turn 16. Bit of curb there, but personally, I hit that curb very well there, right in the curb on turn 17 very nicely. Now we go under the grandstand between 18 and 19, and then we're right to the end of that. King David actually gone for a time on the soft tyres, so I think maybe even committing to that 2-stop potentially now as we come round the final 2 corners, and we open DRS just before the line. We're just going to sneak in to 1:36s, giving us P2. Very happy with that, fastest of the medium tyre runners. And here is Crofty.
It's finally race time here at Marina Bay, and a warm welcome to all of you joining us for the action. The wait is almost over. It's time for the Singapore Grand Prix. We're here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit today, located in the heart of Singapore. The circuit consists of 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right. It's a track that's incredibly technical, so don't expect to see the drivers taking too much at full throttle.
And as we come to the end of the formation lap, we're ready to get racing here for the 7th round in the Asia Cup. 2 points separate me and King David. And it's lights out and away we go. It's been a fantastic reactions off the start. However, bit of wheel spin. See, we're jinking there to the left, but just holding on to P2 ahead of the McLaren and the Alfa Romeo now with the stop behind King David. He's used those soft tyres to try and bolt away. But of course, they're going to fall apart very, very quickly indeed. Now in F1 2019, providing another fantastic camera angle here at Singapore. But you see King David has shot off into the distance. We're up on a Richard overtake. It looks like Brett could be having a go at Amit for that final podium spot in P3 now as we dive into turn number 7. We're in a comfortable P2 at the moment. As we pushed on, King David's tyres, fell to pieces, to be perfectly honest, and it started to become a replica of Hamilton in Abu Dhabi 2016. He was making his car as wide as he possibly could now. And we come to the end of lap 3, right on the back of the Williams driver. Much more grip on these mediums, and with DRS now, we might be trying to have a go down into turn 1. I'm assuming he's got his engine turned up to the max like we do. Looking to the outside now, trying to hang around the outside of the Williams driver, but there's just no room into turn number 2 and 3. As we come onto the main straight once again, he seems to have fantastic straight line speed on lap 4. We're going to go down into turn 7. We're going to look to the inside and try and make a bold move at the inside. He is very, very late on the brakes. We have to give him the room. And now as we run down towards turn number 8, he still keeps ahead, trying maybe a switchback out of the corner, and we can't just quite get past him on this occasion, but we're going to be right behind him as we go through this tricky middle section. We've got to try and avoid any front wing damage, but also make sure Amit doesn't try and sneak one up the inside down into the hairpin at turn 13 potentially. Now we go through turns 11 and then onto 12 over the Anderson Bridge, and we close right up the back of Williams there, but onto the lap 5 now. We're a lot closer to King David, up in overtake, up in a rich, and we're now challenging the Williams as we run down towards turn 7. Look to the outside this time, trying something different. Can we hang it round the outside of the wing? But again, fantastic defending there from King David. We had to run a little bit wide to avoid any contact. And we're still stuck behind that Williams, but he's got a bit wide now. He's got a wide in turn 3 on lap number 6, and we're right on the back of the Williams driver. Is this the lap we find a way past? Making that Williams as wide as he possibly can, but we've actually gone, it's a shocking line there through turn 5. And running out now, Amit's actually challenging us. Of course, we're up and overtake, we're up in a rich, and the Alfa Romeo is challenging us now. We go back to the racing line, but he's going to try and dive down our inside. We try and give him the room on the inside. I mean, that's questionable track limits there, but as he comes down to lap number 6, David pulls off into the pit lane, and we are released from the Williams, and now it's a case of head down, push on. That's exactly what we did for the time, and we come onto lap number 12 into the pit lane for hard tyres until the end of the race. And a quick stop from the guys will put us out in P4 behind the Mercedes of Man Like Donkey, but just critically just ahead of Bosmos, who's currently in P5 on the mediums. And now it's a case of put your head down. We managed to capture the Man Like Donkey, caught him massively on the straight, and we send a bold one at the inside into turn 1 on lap 17. We get ahead of the Mercedes driver, and now we pushed on. Joshua's just in front of us, pulls off into the pit lane, and as King David came into the pit lane, we are now the race leader. And we had a clear gap. Amid was 6 seconds behind, even though we had a 3-second time penalty. You know, we had the race under control at this point, and it was just a case of getting to the end, keeping our head down. We're keeping it clean, and you know, for the first part of this race, it was perfect for me. You can just see the Alfa Romeo just behind there, and whilst King David was catching him, I started to get flashbacks. To one of my last races in Singapore, and we're desperately trying to stay ahead, holding on to that P3, and we've overcooked it, and he hit us as we spun, and that is an incident all on our own. And I'll let Bog and Wesley take you through this.
Oh dear, it's happened again.
No!
Benny has crashed.
Oh, Ben! Oh no!
Benny has lost it.
That was a clear win. This could cost you the championship.
And after staying out for 2 more laps to try and hold on to P3, we were just too slow, losing 10 seconds a lap. And we came into the pit lane a little bit too late, should have come in straight away. But tried the risk, and it was probably worth it in the end. But Maggot's taking a lovely line, and this is the final lap of the race, and battling with Maggot now ultimately cost us the fastest lap of the race. You know, a very questionable line through the final corner. But nevertheless, we get past him as we run through turn 6 towards turn 7. And the gap at the championship, there was 2 points. As King David, he will cross the line as the winner, but Amid takes the win on penalty. So we're going to be 18 points behind with 1 round left to go. We've got 20 points back to Bosmos. Yeah, it's going to be a big ask in Japan, but never give up. Going to push all the way, put the hours in practice, and you know, hope for a miracle in Suzuka. But we still top the constructors, so that's something to still fight for and try and win. So see everyone next week for Suzuka.